Happy Thursday. I am Heather Vickery, and I come on live every Thursday at 12 p.m. Central to share new ways that you can step out of fear and into bravery, learn to lead with embodied joy, know, like, and trust yourself, and have a life that you're madly in love with. How cool is that? A little bit late today. I apologize. I was doing a human design reading and we were having a great time, and it was just, we ran a little bit late wrapping it all up. For those of you who are new, I'm a transformation coach. I help people go from where they are to where they want to be by learning to deeply and completely know, like, and trust themselves, and then unwire all the bullshit that society has put on them that keeps them from living their best lives, and then learn to lead with that embodied joy. I do that mainly through human design, subconscious reprogramming, and positive psychology. So it's really cool. It's really fun to be able to do this work, to support people, to help people find joy even when life feels chaotic and clustered and flustery. It is possible for you. It's possible for me. It's possible for everyone. And it's such a gift. So that's what I do. I do private coaching. I have a community membership called the Spark Collective, and I host retreats all over the world. We have one coming up in January in Costa Rica if you're interested in joining us. So every week I bring you a very different topic, a different way that you can step out of yourself, learn to grow your intuition, grow your self-awareness, trust yourself, choose bravely, choose yourself, right? Put yourself first, have a little bit more fun, be a little bit more joyful. And today's live show topic is an interesting one because we're talking about overcorrecting. Um, so, about a week and a half ago, my newly permitted teenage driver totaled my car. I'm laughing because you just deal with it, right? What are you going to do? You're going to move through it. And it was because she wasn't used to the wheel righting itself and going straight, and she overcorrected hard to the right. Okay. And it had me spending a lot of time thinking how often we as humans don't trust our inner guidance system, our inner power steering, our inner intuition. How often do we not stop and slow down enough to trust that we know the direction we're going? We don't have to hard correct. We don't have to manipulate and move everything all the time. And it's something that I don't think we're taught in society, especially as women, but maybe as anyone, right? This notion that you have what you need. You have the direction, you have the guidance. You're ready to go. And once you start, you can feel into it. You can trust the process. You can move the way your body is naturally guiding you to move, the way your intuition is leading you. And you don't have to override that system to get it right. You don't have to try so hard. And that's so counterintuitive, I think, to the way many of us have been living our lives and have been raised. We think that we have to keep control all the time. We have to have all the right answers. We have to prove that we're right. We have to have the last word. We have to finish everything that we start, right? All of that. And it just leads us to these really intense lives that don't feel good. We're not getting the results that we want. We're not getting going the direction we want. In fact, we're crashing into some parked cars, and it's brutal. But sometimes we need to have an accident, make a mistake, fall off the wagon, get it wrong, fuck it up, in order to recognize that there are other ways to experience, to process, to be, to live, to connect. There are other options, and maybe those are better options. In the end, my insurance company was great, and I got a new car, and I ended up getting an EV. Super excited about it. It's gonna save me a ton of money on gas. It rides beautifully. It was a better choice for the environment. It was a better choice for my family. I wouldn't have been able to take myself in this direction without the detour. Sometimes we need the detour. We have to trust our process though, right? We can't be in control all the time. We can't control the narrative all the time. We don't have all the answers. We're not supposed to have all the answers all the time. We are not supposed to you don't need to always have the last word. Sometimes the best thing you can do is surrender. Know when it's worth standing up and putting your energy out there and fighting for something, or when it's better to just simply say, "Okay," and turn around and walk away. But this takes thoughtful, intentional reflection to do. It takes each of us choosing to slow down, ask ourselves thoughtful, conscious, heart centered questions, and actually stay present for the answers and feel them in our body and what direction they want us to lead. Your mind is such a manipulative tool. Your mind is going to tell you all sorts of things that may or may not be true. Your body has the answers that it's looking for. If you're willing to slow down enough to feel what your body has to tell you and be guided by that information. Somatic work is great for that. I have subliminal audios that I sell and that I listen to, a meditation, a walk. For some people, it's fitness, maybe it's painting, could be all sorts of different ways for you to slow down and connect with your body somatically so that you have that mind body connection. And so your body can override the bullshit stories that your mind is telling you. You don't have to overcorrect all the time. You can trust the process. Doesn't that sound freeing? The idea of being able to trust the process, to trust yourself, to get you where you want to go, to know the answers. What a gift. I love that. Y'all, I'm keeping this super short today. I started late and on this topic, the electrician is coming to talk to me about how to install a bigger outlet for my new car, which I'm excited about. So forgive me for keeping it really, really short today, but I want you to reach out to me and ask me any questions that you have, what's showing up for you, and we can do some embodiment practices together. We can work on this together in the future. I think that it could be really beneficial for all of us. So, how are you overcorrecting right now? What are you doing? What would it look like, feel like, sound like if you didn't do that? And what does it look like to trust your intuition more? What frightens you about that? What's showing up that's scary about that? Before I go, I am going to pull a Create Brave card. These are a deck of manifestation cards that are designed to help you think creatively and uniquely out of the box. So remember that manifestation isn't declaring something and it magically appears. Manifestation is declaring something and then shifting the way you show up in the world to make it appear. So these manifestation cards are just as, oh, and there she is. Haha, here we go. This fits. The card that popped up is lesson. I learned from each experience. I learned from each experience. I think this is perfect always, of course, for overcorrecting. What does overcorrecting mean, right? For thinking we have to have the last word. We need to know everything. We need to be in control or in charge. Um, the lesson is that that's not true, and you can learn something from every experience. What happens when you loosen the reins a little, when you trust yourself more, when you slow down, you ask yourself good questions, and you sit with the answers, and you're guided by your own inner navigation system instead of waiting for a checklist from somebody else or thinking that you need to have all of the control, all the power all the time. So, what does lesson show up for you? What does it mean for you? You know what this means for you. I'd love for you to comment or respond and let me know. And I hope that this shows up for you beautifully. If anybody would like a set of Create Brave cards, you can get them on my website. It's link in my bio. They're gorgeous. I love them. I co-created them with my friend Rachel Swanson, and I love her. We did a great job on these. They were a lot of fun. I will be back on Thursday for a brand new episode of Live with Heather Vickery, and I do offer open office hours on Tuesdays. If anybody wants to join, if you have any questions, you want to know more about human design, subconscious reprogramming, the Costa Rica retreat, anything like that, feel free. You can find the link in my bio. Join me on Tuesdays for open office hours. We can talk about anything you'd like. Thanks for being patient that I started late and that I'm keeping it short today, but I appreciate you. We will be back next week. Thank you, everybody. Bye. All right. And one by one, I close them down. That one's gone. Let's give some hearts here. I hope that you guys, thank you to the few of you who showed up. I am tired as fuck today. So there's that. Bye, everybody.